All right. Hey, Abby. Okay, so this one is the first part to that last link that I sent you, because this one actually demonstrates how to download the extension. So if you don't have the extension, and how you know you have the extension is it looks like that little arrow. So, that's why it doesn't zoom in. Anyways, it's this little pink arrow that's pointing to the right. That's Screencastify. Okay, so if you don't have it here, click on this little puzzle piece. That's where all your extensions are, and look to see if it's in here somewhere, because it could be that like if this push pin is unselected, it's not in here. Okay, so just make sure that the extension is not accidentally not pinned. So just click on the little puzzle piece, scroll just to see if it's there, and if it happens to be right here, just push that little pin in, and then it puts it up there. Okay, so that's the first thing that you want to check. So if it's not in that list, so if it's not here, and it's also not in the list of extensions, so what you would do is, and I wonder if I should okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to uninstall it, so that way you can see what it looks like to totally install it. So to uninstall it, I guess this will be one lesson. To uninstall any of these, you can just click on the three dots, and then right here you can remove from Chrome, and then it just gives a verification, yeah, and then you just remove it. So now the extension's gone. Okay, so like, let's say this was the, it's just a little survey that they ask. So let's say this is where you're at, you don't have the extension up here, and then you clicked on the little puzzle and it's not anywhere in here. Okay, so what you'll need to do is you'll need to download the extension. So click up here in the search and then just do Screencastify, and then I would type in extension, and then when it starts giving you the results, click the one that says for Chrome, and then Screencastify, screen video recorder, Google Chrome, and then there's this one that takes you straight to the website. I would probably do, I would do the website one. Okay, so then when you get to the website, what you want to do next is add to Chrome. Okay, so click the blue button at the top right, and then you get to the Chrome Web Store, and then you get to this spot right here. So over here again on the right, it says add to Chrome, and then down here, if you wanted to look, it just kind of gives you more information. So you add to Chrome, then it's just confirmation, yes, add the extension, then it downloads it down here, but then also up here at the top you'll see the extension. Okay, now next thing you want to do is see how it went away. Even though it added the extension, it went away. So what you want to do is you want to go into that puzzle piece and then look for it and then pin it. Okay, so click that little pin, and so now it shows up here so you can see it. Okay, so now the next thing is, let's say you want to record your screen. Just click on the arrow. Okay, and then the first time it's probably going to ask to log in. After this first setup, it's not going to do this again. Okay, so what it just did is it connected your Google account to Screencastify. And if it didn't do like what mine just did, let me see if I can, I'm going to sign out just so that way you can see. Okay, so if it was like this for you, right? It says already installed, yep. And I click on it, it's going to go through the login screens, hopefully. If not, they've actually improved on it now. Well, that's pretty good. So it automatically logs me in. And I think it logs me in because I'm already, see up here's my little icon. So I'm already logged into the Chrome browser with my NIST credentials. So I guess if you're logged in through the portal, and this thing's really slow. If you logged in through the portal, and yeah, and then you just launch Screencastify, you'll automatically get logged in. So now the good thing about this is what Screencastify does in the background is it actually, if you go into your drive, Screencastify will create a folder automatically, and it'll also have all your, right here is the Screencastify folder that it creates. So in here it'll add all the videos that you record. So if you ever need to come back and look for them, just go to your drive, come back here, and then all the videos that you've ever created will be in here. And now that's one way of getting to them, because there's another way to get to them too. So what I'm going to do now is the other way to get to your Screencastify videos, and I'm going to actually close this so that way you don't get confused. Okay, so now let's say I'm in my, let's say I'm over here. Okay, so let's say I'm just in a random site, and I want to explain something here and create a Screencastify video, right? Okay, so what we can do is go to the Screencastify arrow, click on it once, and then so now we get these options. Okay, so what I always do is you want to enable these drawing tools. These are good to have. Okay, so go ahead and click that, and so then it asks for permissions, but allow it. What that does is when we start the recording, you'll see some drawing tools that'll show up right here, and they just let you like point things out and draw. And this, in the other video, I demonstrate that. Okay, now the other things that it does, I'm going to click on it again. Okay, so you want to have the drawing tools, and then right here you want to have your microphone. And right now it's not on because I'm using QuickTime, so I used another screen recording software so I can record this one. Anyways, you turn on your microphone so you can talk. You select the microphone. Okay, so you just click on it, and these are all the microphones that are connected to the computer. And the way you know you got the right one is you'll see the little like a little scale, and it kind of tells you, if it's green, you're good. If it's yellow and red, if it like stays red the whole time, it's too loud, so you'll have to turn the volume down on the microphone. Okay. Now the other things you want to do, so like if you wanted to embed a webcam, so what it does is it'll take the webcam from the computer and then it'll put the little camera down here. So as you're talking, the students can see your face right here from the webcam. So if you wanted to do that, you could. You just have to select the camera, and then it'll embed the image down here at the bottom. But that's only if you wanted to. I'm gonna turn this off for now. The other things, if you just wanted to do a webcam, you can just click webcam. So all it's going to do there is capture your face from the webcam. The desktop one, that's where it lets you record the desktop. And then this is the one that confuses a lot of people, the browser tab. So if you click browser tab, all it does is record the browser. So like here, if I wanted to record this right here, but I knew while I'm recording, I'm going to be like switching back and forth over here just to kind of check like some kind of reference material, or maybe I had like a list and I wanted to make sure to cover all kinds of different topics. That's where that kind of comes useful. It becomes useful, right? Because you could really quickly go in and out of different tabs, but all the recording is going to show is just this tab right here. So even though you're clicking in and out, it just records this, all right? So that's what this does, browser tab. So usually, just so it's less confusing, I usually just leave it at as desktop, because then I know exactly what's being recorded, whether it's this or if I switch over here and I can keep talking, I could, keep pointing things out over here. So usually that's kind of like, yeah, 99% of the time I'm just recording the desktop. Okay, and then that's it. So in the other video, I kind of go more into like what's in here. So watch the other video, and then I also talk about notifications, and then I think I go into the settings. Yeah, that's just description stuff, anyways. But yeah, the next thing. So after you have all that stuff, you make these decisions. You can show more options, and really it's just these like a 3-second countdown. So what that does is it'll give you 3, 2, 1, and then it starts recording. And then here's where you could turn off the drawings if you wanted to do that, but I'm okay leaving that on. So then now, once you made all those choices, you just click record, and then it'll ask me, okay, which screen do I want to share? Okay, so I have two screens right now. So you just select one. So like if I want screen one, I know it's sharing just this one because it has that blue border. If I wanted to share the other screen, then I just click on that and now the blue border is around that other one. But I just want to share this one, and then I click share at the bottom. And then this tells me I'm sharing the screen. Here's the countdown. And then these are the drawing tools. And I explained this in the other video. So like right now it's recording me. And then if I wanted to point something out to the students, see right here, wherever I click, it'll do like a little arrow. And it's not doing it right now, but it's probably because I'm recording something else on top of that. So you could turn off the cursor, or you can use this little focus one, which is pretty cool. See how it grayed things out and then it has like a white circle. So this might be better to really point things out to students. Okay, so that's that. That's here in the pointer. So I'm going to go back to this one. Oh, what I remembered right now is the clicks. Oh, there goes the clicks. I just had to click it one more time. You see how it does that red circle? So you can do that. But you know what? Let me turn off that focus thing now. Yeah, see, there's that red circle. So that's the so you can kind of do something like this, but the thing with that is you have to keep like clicking, and that's why I usually don't do that. It's good like if I'm like maybe clicking a hyperlink. So if I click a hyperlink, it kind of shows them that's what I clicked. That's usually what that's good for. Okay, so now the other thing is um, this right here is the pencil. So like if you really wanted to make more of a permanent mark, I just clicked on the pencil. Here's the color palette. So now, and then I get like a little icon. The mouse turns into a pencil. So now I can like circle things and, do things like this. Okay, so that's that. The eraser, this will erase things. So if I select this square, you see how that little pop-up says it'll clear the whole screen. But if I want to just erase certain things, I could, just do something like that. If I just, if I made a mistake on certain things, you can do that. Or you can just go to the eraser and then wipe the whole screen and everything just deletes all at once. Okay. Um, I'll go back to the pointer. So here I am. Now I'm back at the pointer thing. All right. So anyways, I have more on the other video, but this one I just really wanted to show you how to how to install it. So then to stop the video, because it's still recording, you just hit the little, that's the pause button. So once you click that, you can either resume the recording or the square just pauses or stops it, right? It ends it. So I just click on that and then it'll open up this other window automatically. And this is the one where you could look at the video that you just did. So that's the video that I recorded. It does mute, it unmutes, or actually it mutes it by default. So you just make sure you click it and then you'll be able to hear the audio. And then in here you can just click on it and change the name. Right, so you can say, actually I'm going to say adding extension. I'll say adding Screencastify extension. Okay, and then that's it. And if you wanted to do, so all you can really do here is you can cut from the front or from the back, but you can't really do anything else unless you go into this editor. So the editor has a little bit more tools. So then from here, all you got to do is you can either copy the link and then share it that way. You can post the videos to YouTube. I do that almost every single time. You can get the embed code. So if you know how to do things like that, you can get the code there. You can email the video. The thing with sharing, so if you share the link, right, because that video goes into your Google Drive, the one that it created, the one that I showed you earlier in your drive. So it's sharing these videos right here. What you have to do is you have to remember to change the sharing options, because by default it makes videos private. So if you just share the link without changing it to public or unlisted, students or whoever is not going to see it, right? So to do that, you have to click right here where it says more options and see how it's default to private. So you're going to have to change that to either unlisted, where anybody at Northside, or public. Anybody at Northside can find it just by searching. Usually what I do is I'll leave it, or I'll put it as unlisted at Northside. Now if you want to send it to parents, you actually could. You can unlist it, and then anybody outside of Northside can watch it. But usually I just hit the NISD one. Okay, so now it's unlisted. So then now when I copy the link and paste it, people can watch it. And then down here where it says more options, here if you're using Edpuzzle, you can upload the video automatically to Edpuzzle and then add the questions in there. If you wanted, if kids were there and you were using QR codes and they knew how to do that, you could do that. You could share it here, but we don't use Google Classroom anymore, so that's kind of pointless. And then what else? You can actually even just download the MP4. So if you wanted to download the file onto your computer and then upload it somewhere else, you can do that. And if you wanted to make an animated GIF, you could even do that too. Okay. All right, so those are all the options. That stuff I don't think I covered in the other video, so glad I covered it here. But anyways, that's pretty much it. So watch both of the videos, and then that's Screencastify, right? And that is it.